Okay, we are back. It's a few days after the drift event. I haven't done too much to the car, kind of just unloaded it and cleaned it a little bit. If you guys remember, I was talking about how I wanted to redo my center console, because I painted it, I did silver and then added some glitter to it and stuff. It came out okay, but I did really bad prep work, and I didn't use a two-part clear coat, so it was like kind of some clear coat. So the weather's been really good outside lately, so I think I'm going to try and redo that today, or at least start doing that today. This is all the stuff that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use some plastic adhesion promoter, some primer. Some of this, it's some GM color. I don't know, it's some nice silver color that I liked. I used something similar to this last time, but I liked this silver color a little bit more, so I got this one. And then this is the flake that I used. It's just some like random glitter flake. And then I got some good clear coat. This is a two-part clear coat, so you take this red piece on the top and you slap it into the bottom, and that releases all the hardener into the clear coat. It's like the same clear coat you'd spray out of a gun, but it's just in an aerosol can. It's pretty good stuff though. Alright. I just did most of the prep on this. Actually, I did like all the prep. I got most of the paint off with 80 grit, then I went back over with 220 and then 400. So I'm gonna get a little paint setup going right here. I'm just gonna put a table up and put some cloth down and stuff. And then I'll probably hit this with the adhesion promoter. Also, if you guys can't tell, at one point I sprayed this black with some single stage paint that I'd left over from the Miata. So some of this is plastic and then some of this is black paint underneath. So, alright, got the table set up. Got this thing chilling on some mechanics wire. It's like floating if you guys can't tell. Whenever you're using stuff, you should always read the directions. I just read the directions on this. It said for best results, I should apply 2 to 3 layers, waiting a few minutes in between, and then hit it with the top coat primer within 10 minutes of spraying the last coat of this. So, yeah, I'm going to get ready to spray this, and then right after, I'll be spraying the primer. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The primer came out really nice. I don't even know if I'm going to touch it. I might just spray it just as it is, because it actually came out really clean. And I don't even want to like sand it and then like go through the primer somewhere and then have to reprime it. And I might just spray it. I have also started just slightly prepping this, just hitting it with 80 grit to get all the paint off. Also taped off some areas so I don't hit it. But yeah, I'm going to get all the paint off that, prep it out to like 400, and then we'll do the same thing that we're doing on that to this, which I don't know if I'll film because it's going to be the same exact process, but I'll show results and everything. Okay. I just laid down the first layer of the duplicate color. It's not fully even. It's also like kind of hard. It almost just looks like the primer, just slightly shinier. But yeah. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes, spray another one. I'll probably do like 4 or 5 coats, something like that. And then I have the center console mostly prepped out. Need to do a little bit more prep, and then I can start on that. And it's fucked. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't film every step. I laid down the paint, and then I went to add some of the flake. And I have 2 cans of that flake. The can that I was using was almost out. Started spraying it. Started like spitting and spraying all weird. Yeah, it like messed it up super bad. You can fix like runs and weird spots in paint sometimes with a piece of tape. Like literally just like lightly putting the tape on. That did not work. So I'm just going to sand it back down and redo it. But I'm almost done fully priming this piece. As you guys can see, I just put a trash bag over the thing and masked it all off. So I actually managed to save myself a ton of prep tomorrow. I took a razor while the paint was still soft and like pretty much scraped all of it off. So it should be a lot easier to sand it back down tomorrow. I'm gonna keep going on this. Primer came out pretty good. I think I'm gonna spray with the paint right now. So I'm gonna get going on that. Okay, this is 3 layers, I believe. I gave it some time to dry too. I'm about to hit it with the glitter. I just finished up the flake on this. I don't know how good the camera's gonna pick up the flake, especially not in natural lighting. But I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up for the night, just because the next step on this is clear, and I don't want to crack that clear till I'm ready to do both of them. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. All right, we are back. This thing's all dried, ready to be cleared. I fully re-prepped the center piece. It's ready to get sprayed again. I probably won't film me spraying the center trim piece again, just because I already filmed it. But I'll still show you guys like the updates on it. Okay, I've laid down about 3 layers of primer. I think I'm gonna do 1 more layer, just because I feel like I didn't sand it as good as the first time. So just trying to make sure I cover like anything up, make sure it's fully smooth. I might sand the primer just a tiny bit too. And then after that, I'm gonna spray it and then hopefully clear it shortly after that. Okay, we are back. I'm finally back to like where I was before I messed up. I guess I'm actually further now because the center console's also done. But I have resprayed this. I got the glitter on it too. It's all ready for clear. I don't know how well that's showing up. Got this all ready too. I already got it masked off. Because I took the original masking off after I got done spraying it, because I didn't want it to like bridge to the tape, and then when I peel the tape off, it like messes it up. But yeah, I'm pretty much like ready to spray the clear. I've had the clear sitting in some warm water for like 10 minutes, something like that. It was pretty hot water. The whole can's warm, so that's good. It's a 2-part clear, like I was saying. I'm gonna prop you guys up somewhere. So yeah, it's a 2-part clear coat. So that means that the cap has this little red piece on it. This is to actually, you put it on the bottom and smack it, and that activates the hardener. That's why it's 2-part, so it has a hardener in it. It's kind of just like the stuff that you spray out of a gun, but it's in an aerosol can. I think I already said that, but yeah, I'm gonna pop this and then shake it, and then we should be good to go. I'm also gonna wear like an actual face mask because this stuff is pretty nasty and you do not want to breathe it in. So yeah, not super hard, but you just gotta like, I'm gonna do it on the table actually. Okay, it is in there, and then you can kind of keep smacking it too. Just make sure it's like squishy now. Yeah, just make sure it's all released and everything. And then I already shook the can for like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, but I'm gonna shake it again for like another minute or 2, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, I got all my gear, my mask, headlamp. I've been shaking this for like minute, 2 minutes, something like that. I also cracked the garage just so I can let some of the fumes out. I'll probably crack the side door too, just so there's like a little bit of airflow. But yeah, I'm gonna start spraying. I'm not gonna film it because I wanna do a good job, but I'll show you guys the results. I'm also, I'm gonna do probably 2 or 3 coats, maybe more depending on how it looks. Instructions say you should wait 10 to 15 minutes in between coats, so I'm gonna follow the instructions. I do want a pretty good amount of clear, just so I can go back and wet sand it, make it look perfect. And you want a good amount so you don't sand through the clear. But yeah, I'm gonna get to spraying. Okay, I'm all finished up. As you can see, I already put it back in the car. I am gonna take this piece back out so I can wet sand it and polish it. But I don't think I'm gonna do that for this piece. This one came out pretty good, pretty clean overall. There is a little like dot right here where the clear is kind of weird. But I don't think I'm gonna wet sand this and polish it at all. I think I am for this one because there's a few spots in the clear where it's just a little weird. I just want to try and sand it out. But yeah, overall came out pretty good, and it should last a lot longer with the 2K clear. Okay, I got this piece popped back out. Overall, it looks pretty good. But there's a few spots I want to sand a little bit. I I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm probably just gonna hit it with 2K and then maybe 3K. And then just polish it out. I think I'm gonna hand polish it too. I don't really want to use any of my buffers because I'm scared I might burn it. Because it's a pretty small piece with like weird curves and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I just got done wet sanding this. I hit it with 2000 and then went back over everything with 2500. I really only hit the spots that like you're gonna see the most. I didn't go too hard either. I just like lightly sanded it. Whenever you sand, it'll show you like the imperfections in the clear. As you can see, it's like there's some stuff in there. I could definitely sand that out more and get it like perfect, but I don't want to risk going through the clear, and I'm just not too worried about it. Looks pretty good overall. And it'll be really hard to notice once I polish this. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to polishing it. I'm gonna use this Rupus pad. Rupus makes really good stuff. They make really good polishers too. Like their actual polishers are sick. But I'm gonna use that pad, and then I'm gonna use this 3M compound. There's like 1, 2, and 3. I only have the 1 and 2. That's really all you need. It's the 3M Perfect-It of the 1 and the 2. I'll probably just use the same pad and just use both compounds. So I'm literally just gonna squirt a little on the pad and then pretty much just rub it into the trim piece. Okay, finished it up, threw a bag in the car. Looks pretty good. I don't know. There's a few spots that got messed up, but probably still better than before. I don't know. When I resprayed this, the metallic was kind of weird on it. I don't know if it'll pick it up on camera. You can't really see it. You can only see it if you really pay attention, but it came out okay. And then when I was polishing it too, I was like putting a ton of pressure right here, and I didn't realize I was like yanking on the paint, and the paint's probably not fully cured yet, so it like stretched it. You can see the primer underneath, but oh well, it's not terrible. It's okay looking. I'm happy with it. All right, it is like multiple days later. I haven't done anything to the cars, at least not anything worth filming, but I decided today that I would rip into the 240 a little bit. Honestly, kind of just check some stuff over, nothing crazy. But tell me why I go to adjust my alternator belt. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's been a little squeaky. I need to adjust it. There's no belt. It's just not there. Like yeah, no belt. The piece, the tensioner, the piece that actually like holds tension on it, that came undone. So I'm pretty sure I lost all tension and the belt just slipped off at some point, which is pretty gnarly. I've been driving the car for the past couple of days, strictly off the battery. I did not realize that. My battery light was on my dash, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I probably need to tighten the belt or something. No, I just don't have a belt. So that definitely makes sense. So yeah, I think my, oh shit, I'm falling. I think my next course of action is to probably get a belt and slap it on there. Got the goods. I'm not gonna lie, I went with the cheapest option. I'm so broke right now, so I got the good old Master Pro for $17, something like that. I just need a belt on there. I can't believe I straight up did not have a belt on there. I was like, what? Where's my belt? Like, anyways, back to the 240. Obviously I kind of already took some stuff apart. I am gonna need to loosen up my power steering belt and take that off because the alternator belt goes behind it. So you have to take off that belt, put the alternator belt back on, and then put the power steering belt back on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get started doing that. Okay, it has been, I think, 2 days since we last left off. I finished up the car that same night, but when I was doing the belt, there was a hose that was like super in my way. Totally thought it was an air hose, it was a coolant line. So I popped that off, coolant started leaking. Not like a ton leaked or anything, but I'm just worried there's air in the system now. So I am actually just letting the car run with a little coolant bleeder thingy. I already opened the valve too. There's a little bolt that you can take off right here, and it lets coolant come out, lets any air bubbles come out too. But yeah, I'm gonna let it run for a minute. No squeaks or anything from the belts, so that's good. I was a little worried that I went a little too tight on the belts, but they seem to be good, no squeaks or anything. But I'm gonna take it to the gas station and grab a coffee and just make sure belts aren't squeaking.
Which man is ever in block?
Okay, it's a couple days later. I just keep picking up the camera whenever there's something interesting to do or talk about. Tomorrow, I am going to go and trade these Volks that I have for another pair of RPO1s, so the wheels that I have in the front. I am not doing a straight trade. We're gonna trade for the wheels, and then the guy that I'm trading with, he's also gonna throw some, I don't even know exactly what they are. They're eBay taillights, but they're like the Euro style chrome Type X tails, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Which I've actually wanted some of those for a while. So when because I was asking him, I was like, oh, do you want to throw cash on top? And he's like, yeah, I can do that, or I have some parts and stuff. And he showed me those, and I was like, oh shit, like I'll trade you for the tails. And he was like, oh, I don't really know if I want to. And then he was like, honestly, they'll look so sick on your car, like fuck it, I'll do it. And I was like, ah, oh, sick, dude, like I appreciate it. But yeah, the Volks that I have right now are 9J plus 25. The RPO ones that I'm trading for are 9J plus 22. So they'll be a little bit more aggressive, and I'll just be on a full matching set of RPO ones again. So that'll be cool. And on top of that, I get those taillights. The only thing I am going to need for the taillights is, if you guys don't know, this little finish panel right here is different when you're running the Type X tails. And those tails that I'm getting are like the Type X style. So I'm going to have to get a different finish panel on the bottom. But not a big deal. They're like, I think $150 for a reproduction one. Plus, I can just pop that finish panel out and run the taillights. Or I think I can even leave it in and there's just like a gap or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to drive out to, I don't remember where I'm going, but it's like 2 hours away. And I'm going to trade the dude. I was also saying in a video from a while ago that whenever I prime the 240, I'm just going to use like some good aerosol cans to prime it. I lied. I ended up just buying like a thing of primer and reducer. It was honestly really cheap at the auto parts store, and I just figured this will work just as good as like an aerosol can, if not better. Plus it's just primer, so I was like, I'm not worried about getting like some crazy stuff or anything. But yeah, hopefully just in like the next upcoming weeks and stuff, I can slowly start priming stuff on the car, and then eventually get some paint and paint it. Oh, I also completely forgot to mention too, some of you guys might be super bummed out about this. I'm even a little bummed out about it. Unfortunately, I think I am going to go ahead and part out the Miata. I don't know for sure if I'm going to get rid of it yet, but I'm definitely probably going to part it out. I actually already had someone put a deposit down on the Demon Cambers, which that hurt a little bit because I really like these wheels. These are like my special wheels. But yeah, they're paying $2,000 for them, which I got them for $1,600 and then $200 shipping, so it was like $1,800 total. And I've driven on them for like over a year, and I wouldn't really say I beat them up, but gotten plenty of miles on them, and I'm making money off of it, so can't really complain, but still kind of a bummer because I love my Miata. I think the plan is honestly probably part this thing out, depending on how much money I get. I do want to get some stuff for the 240, but I also want to get a tow rig. So depending on how much I have to spend on the 240 to get it where I want it, and how much a tow rig is going to cost, which I'm thinking about a Toyota Sequoia. It's probably what I'll end up getting. But I'll either buy all that with the part out money, or buy all the stuff for the 240 with the part out money, and then buy the tow rig with the Miata. I don't fully know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm pretty dead set on parting the car out. Once again, I don't know if I'm going to fully sell the car. But I think I am gonna sell some stuff off of it.
Said I'm in too deep, I'm in too deep. Nigga, you's a gangster. Nigga, you's a gangster. Bang, bang, boogie, bang. The divider, just an impressionable human being trying to do right. Every now and then I get my man attested and fight.
Later. All right, just got done. Dude was super cool. He actually knew a few people that I knew. 240 World is always small. But yeah, super friendly dude. Actually stayed for a while and just kind of talked to him about cars and stuff. He showed me his 240. But yeah, got the goods and now I'm gonna head back home.
Expression in the question is big, but what's up with Andre? Is he in the car?
2 miles till empty. I'm pretty much back in Auburn. I'll just stop and exit before just so I can get gas, but pretty much back in town. I think I'm gonna try and get those full ways that I bought mounted on the RPO ones today, hopefully, because I do need wheels to drive on too. So okay, so this is what we got. Like I said, they're 9J plus 22, a little bit better spec than the Volks. They're decently clean too. I mean, I wouldn't say clean, but they aren't too bad. They still have the stickers too. I have brand new stickers. So whenever I get these redone, I can put fresh stickers on it. But my other ones don't even have the stickers, so that's kind of cool. These are also stamped inky. I don't think my other ones are. I also have the caps from the destroyed set that I can throw on these, so I'll have full center caps and everything. Moving on, like I said, I also got some tail lights. Show you guys these things. What? So yeah, these are the tails. Only downside, you guys can probably see it right now. There is oh, it's like stuck now. There's a loose piece in there. It goes right in the middle right there, like right there, if you guys can see. So I am gonna have to pop these open and probably just like glue that back in place or something like that. I've seen that happen on a lot of these taillights too. It's like a pretty common thing. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll eventually pop that open and put it back on. But overall, pretty sweet taillights, especially just for like being thrown on top. I managed to get the lens back in the right spot so you guys can see. But yeah, the only thing I really need to run these is that finish panel, like I was talking about. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The shape of the Type X and USDM taillights are a little different. Type X comes all the way up, and then this is also like triangular, so this bottom piece is a little bit different. I'm still going to try and put the lights on just so I can see exactly like what's different about it, because I don't even know. But yeah, I'll have to eventually get the Type X version of that finish panel. I'm pretty happy with the trade, to be honest. Happy to have another full set of RPO ones too. But right now, I'm about to take the tires and wheels to go get them mounted up. Before and after. Figured I'd clean them up a little bit before I throw them on the car. I also forgot to say, I bought that primer yesterday. I wanted to try some of it out, so I actually went ahead and prepped and sprayed my gas lid. Came out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I just smeared some dirt on it right there. But yeah, came out pretty good. Obviously, maybe some light sanding to get it perfect before paint. And then it went good, so I was like, oh shit, I should just keep sanding. So I actually started sanding this quarter. I want to spray this quarter just so I don't have this big square of primer. At least it'll, you know, all be one color. I might try and get around to doing that. Probably today. Also, if you guys were curious, when I first bought this car, it was bright green. It was very ugly. Okay, we are back. It's the next day. Like I said, I want to get into priming my quarter, so actually kind of in the process of doing that. I'll show you guys where I'm at so far. So I already prepped the quarter for the most part. I still need to clean it, everything, degrease it, all that stuff. I already masked pretty much everything off too. It's just primer, so I'm not like super worried about doing a crazy mask job. But yeah, it's prepped enough. I'm happy with that. I really just need to clean it now and then I can get to spraying. I also, once I'm done, I want to try and test fit the Euro tails. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned it up, and then I actually just hit it with a little bit of self-etching primer, just to go over any of the bare metal. I didn't have a ton left, but not enough to hit any of the spots that needed it. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, and then I can start actually laying down some primer. Okay, I'm gonna start spraying here in a second. I just got the primer mixed up, and yeah, pretty much ready to go. I have to let the pressure build back up. Because I have a really small compressor. So, yeah, kind of annoying. When I actually paint the car, I want to rent like a proper size compressor. That's what I did to paint the Miata. Okay, I sprayed the whole first batch of paint. I'm gonna give that some time to dry, and then I'll probably spray another layer on top. Layer 2. We got Kendall out here. I wanted to show her the results. But yeah, I took off all the masking. Came out pretty good, to be honest. Pretty happy with it. And it's all one color now, which is nice. But yeah, I'm gonna start throwing stuff back on, kind of get it back together. And yeah.
Here's your thumbnail.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, look, even more, oh! Oh! It is a couple days later. I wrapped up all the stuff that I was doing, threw the car back together, put the tail lights on. Unfortunately, the bulbs and stuff that it came with, it didn't have the right connectors, so I had to order a little like adapter harness kit. That should be here pretty soon, but I still threw them on just because I want to check it out. I also obviously wasn't able to put the finish panel back on. But anyways, this is what the car is looking like. The primed quarter, matching wheels, and tails really makes it look better. I need to get that little rear section though, but either way, looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually planning on wrapping up the video in the last clip, but I ended up just not doing an outro, and now I'm headed to get more parts. So I was like, shit, I might as well just film it. So I guess this video will be a little bit longer. But yeah, I was scrolling on Marketplace. I don't really want to spoil what it is yet, but scrolling on Marketplace, found this. It's literally like a quarter of the price it should be, probably even less than a quarter. I'm headed out of state to get it. I'm headed to Nevada. I've bought a few parts out here. It's normally really hard to find parts in this area, but whenever you do, they're always priced so good. I don't know why, they always are. But yeah, I'm currently headed up the hill. Should be there in like 2-ish hours, and yeah, I'll show you guys once I get the part.
My boss saying, you got my back and I got yours. What time is it? What about now? I like to send a shout out to my buddy Teddy Bear. What's up, nigga? Around the world doing shows overseas. I'm chilling with some females.
We have made it to Reno. I am like 10 minutes away from the dude's house. That was straight up robbery. I swear to God, I like felt bad paying him that much, but that's the price he wanted, so I was like, fuck it. He's a really nice dude too. Fuck. I'm in a really weird part of Reno right now. I've like never been to this part of Reno. It's pretty weird. Okay, I'm back home. Ate some food and showered and stuff. But I can finally show you guys what I went and picked up and what was such a good deal. Bam. I got a Bride Vios 3 Reams, which I'm pretty sure the Reams is just like a certain, I guess you want to say model they had where it came with the Alcantara back, and yeah, a little bit like nicer model. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like a $1,000, $1,300 seat, and I got it for $200. Vios 3 Reams. Super happy about this. It should look pretty cool with all the other blue stuff I got going on in the interior. Not like I have a ton, but should at least go with that stuff. And a little bit cooler than the Recaro. Not like the Recaro was a bad seat, but the Bride's definitely a little bit cooler. This Recaro isn't even mine anyways, it's actually Kendall's. We swapped seats a little while ago because I had a buddy club seat that was a little bit tighter, so it actually fit her a little bit better. So we swapped seats, but pretty sure she's going to stick with the buddy club and we're going to sell her Recaro. So if any of you guys want a Recaro SPG, let me know. Okay, got the seat in. Looks pretty cool. Seating position's pretty nice too. Overall, pretty happy with it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here. It's already kind of getting long and kind of just done a bunch of random stuff in this video, so I feel like this is probably a good stopping point. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. You know the deal. And yeah, just look out for the next video. Should be a fun one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.